so great to be back with you again today. We really miss coming into your school to see you, but are so glad that we are able to do these videos. My name is Beth, and this is the rest of the team.
Hello, I'm Jack.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, I'm Emily.
The story we're going to hear about in our assembly today is all about a man called Moses and a very special job that God gave him. But first, before we hear the story, we're going to sing a song all together. So here is Megan and Jack to remind us of the actions.
Hello everybody, Jack here again. We are going to sing a song together and I have my piano here with me. We're going to sing a song called Our God is a Great Big God, and we need to learn some actions so that you can join in with the actions. So the actions go like this. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. And then we sing that again. And the verse goes, he's higher than a skyscraper and he's deeper than a submarine. How low can you go? Could you go as low as a submarine? He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he's known me and he's loved me. Give yourselves the biggest hug ever since before the world began. How wonderful, do a thumbs up, to be a part of God's amazing plan, and have a dance because it is so, so happy. Are we ready?
I think we are. Let's go.
Amazing. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and he's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he's known me and he's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. He's higher than a skyscraper, and he's deeper than a submarine. He's wider than the universe and beyond my wildest dreams. And he's known me and he's loved me since before the world began. How wonderful to be a part of God's amazing plan. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God. Our God is a great big God, and he holds us in his hands. 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 Well done, give yourselves a big clap.
There once was a man called Moses, and Moses grew up in a place called Egypt. He grew up in Pharaoh's palace, and Pharaoh was like the king of Egypt. And when Moses was a grown-up, he left the palace because Pharaoh wasn't being very kind to the Israelites. And the Israelites were God's people. And Moses tried to do something about it. He tried to help the Israelites. But Pharaoh started being mean to Moses too. So Moses escaped. He left the palace and went to the countryside to become a shepherd. And one day, whilst Moses was looking after his sheep on the countryside, God had a very important message for him. God gave Moses a very important job. He said, Moses, I want you to bring my people out of Egypt. I want you to rescue the Israelites from the nasty Pharaoh, and I will show you where to take them. So Moses went to Egypt with his brother Aaron to go and speak to Pharaoh. But when they got there, when they gave Pharaoh the message that God wanted to rescue his people, Pharaoh said no. He would not let the Israelites go. And God was not pleased. So he turned the river in Egypt to blood. He made it go red. And that is the first thing that God did. And I wonder if that made Pharaoh change his mind. No. Pharaoh still said no. He would not let the Israelites go. So God sent lots and lots of frogs, and the frogs were everywhere in Egypt. They were getting it in everything, even in the beds. The frogs were everywhere. So Pharaoh said, okay, I will let the Israelites go, but you have to take away the frogs first. So God took away all of the frogs, and the Israelites were getting ready to leave. But then Pharaoh changed his mind. He said, actually, no, I will not let the Israelites go. And this didn't make God very happy. So God sent lots of nasty flies called gnats. And these gnats are kind of like mosquitoes, and they were everywhere too. And then God sent swarms of flies everywhere as well. But still, Pharaoh did not change his mind. He still said no. And then all of the animals in Egypt got poorly. And I wonder, did this make Pharaoh change his mind when he could see that all of his animals were poorly? No, he still did not let the Israelites go. He still was not being very kind to them. And next, all of the Egyptians got lots of nasty sores all over their arms. Lots of nasty storms. And then came huge hailstorms. From the sky, huge balls of hail started to fall. And then Pharaoh still did not change his mind. He still said no. So God sent lots and lots of locusts to eat all of the plants. And locusts are a bit like grasshoppers. He sent them to eat all of the plants. And then, all of a sudden, it became very dark everywhere. And Pharaoh still did not change his mind. Pharaoh still said no, even though it was darkness everywhere. Even though all of these horrible things had happened, Pharaoh still did not change his mind. So Moses had one more message for Pharaoh. He said to Pharaoh, if you do not let the Israelites go, then the first baby in every family, the firstborn son, will die. And Pharaoh didn't change his mind. He didn't believe what Moses was saying, but God kept his promise. And finally, Pharaoh changed his mind. He said, go, take the Israelites out of Egypt. He let the Israelites go, and Moses rescued them all and led them out of Egypt to the place that God had showed him. God had used Moses to rescue his people from Egypt.
Hello everybody, my name is Jack and we are going to sing a song together. I've got my piano here and we're going to sing a song called Bigger Than Big. So Megan is going to show you the actions. So the actions go like this. God, you made our big blue sky. You made the oceans deep and wide. God, you made the trees so tall, reach up on your tiptoes. Your love is bigger than it all. God, you're bigger than big, stronger than strong. You're mightier than mighty, and louder than this song. For that bit, you need to shout really, really loud. Your love for me stretches farther than far. I can't imagine just how big you are just how big you are. And then we sing the whole thing again. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's go. God, you made a big blue sky. You made the oceans deep and wide. God, you made the trees so tall. Your love is bigger than it all. God, you're bigger than big, stronger than strong. Yes, you're mightier than mighty, and louder than the song. Your love for me stretches farther than far. I just can't imagine just how big you are, just how big you are. God, you made a big blue sky. You made the oceans deep and wide. God, you made the trees so tall. Your love is bigger than it all. God, you're bigger than big, stronger than strong. Yes, you're mightier than mighty, and louder than the song. Your love for me stretches farther than far. I can't imagine just how big you are, just how big you are. Well done, everybody.
Now, I wonder if you can remember the 10 things that happened to Pharaoh, that happened to Egypt whilst Pharaoh wasn't being very kind to the Israelites. Well, I've got them here. I wonder if you can remember. Number 1, the river turned to blood. Number 2, frogs went everywhere. Can you remember what number 3 was? That's right, it was the flies called gnats. And number 4 was a little bit similar, wasn't it? Swarms of flies were everywhere. Now, number 5, I wonder who can remember what the 5th thing to happen to Egypt was. That's it. All of the animals became poorly. Number 6 was that all of the Egyptians got lots of sores all over their arms, all because Pharaoh wasn't being very kind to the Israelites. Number 7 was huge hailstorms. Number 8. Oh, who can remember what number 8 was? I wonder if anyone guessed that it was the locusts, who were like grasshoppers, came to eat all of the plants. Number 9, this is a clue. It became very, very dark everywhere. And the last one, number 10, was that the firstborn baby in every family would die. And all of that happened so that God could rescue his people from Egypt. And we learn in this story that God is a rescuer. God used Moses to rescue his people from Egypt. And many, many years later, God sent another rescuer. And this rescuer would rescue the whole world. And his name was Jesus. And Jesus came to rescue everybody so that anyone who trusts in God will get to spend forever as part of God's family.
The story of Moses is an amazing reminder that God is a rescuer. To finish our assembly today, I'm going to say a short prayer for us all. So if you can please close your eyes so you don't get distracted. And if you agree with what I have said, you can join in with Amen at the end. Dear God, thank you for everyone here today. Thank you that we have learned from this story that you rescued the Israelites from Egypt. I pray that you rescue all those who are in trouble. I pray that you bless every child and every member of staff in this school. Amen. Thank you so much for having us today, and we really look forward to seeing you again soon. Have a great week.